Hey. Hello, everybody. Welcome. No, I'm just playing. That was kind of creepy, wasn't it? I'm tired. I didn't get a lot of sleep last night, and I was gonna do this video, and I was like, I almost bitched out. I'm not even gonna lie. I almost was like, I want to go to bed. I want to lay down and go to sleep. I'm tired. But I want to do this video, um, and a buddy of mine wanted to play with me, so um, yeah, I'm man of my word. So before I get started, he's not here yet. Uh, he should be here in a minute. Um, I got to do the tutorial anyways before we can actually start playing together. Um, I want to talk about a few things about Destiny One to curb the expectations of any players. If you find this video, if you're coming across the stream, and you find this video and you've only played Destiny 2, um, and you're going, should I go back and play Destiny 1 to get the experience? No, you shouldn't. I'm telling you right now, you're probably not going to like it. You're not going to have fun with it. If you didn't play Destiny 1 first and you don't have that nostalgia of it, it's going to be mundane. There's a lot of things, there's a lot of problems with this game that D2 did fix. Um, that being said, Destiny 1's not a bad game, but I wouldn't recommend it if you're used to playing Destiny 1. You're not gonna like or excuse me, if you're used to playing Destiny 2, you're not gonna like Destiny 1. Um, One, it's not maintained anymore. They just have the servers up. They don't actually maintain them. They don't do updates or anything like that. They don't do bug patches or uh, uh, they don't nerf weapons. Right? They don't do any of that anymore for this game. They just have the servers up so you can play it. That's it. So trying to find fire teams to do strikes, to do nightfalls, to do PvP, to do raids. Good luck with all that because it's way harder than you than it's worth your time. That's why another reason why I'm doing this playthrough of Destiny 1 with a friend because then we don't have to rely on anybody else. We're not going to be doing any PvP. We're not going to be doing any raids. We're just going to be doing all the quests. We're going to give you the storylines and show you the game. Um, Once he gets on, we'll start discussing a lot of like the differences between Destiny 1 and Destiny 2. Uh, um, why, and there he is, speaking of the devil. It'll take a minute for him to come into my chat. My internet is really good, but for some reason, PlayStation chat takes forever for when somebody joins my chat to actually join. It's weird. But, uh, yeah, that's all while I'm sitting on the main screen, just waiting on. There he is.
There he is.
There he is. There he is. I was just telling nobody uh not to play Destiny 1.
You already streaming?
Yeah. Well, I just started because I got to create a character and go through the tutorial area before we can even play together.
Okay.
Um, no, but I was saying if somebody comes across this stream and they've only played Destiny 2 and they're going, should I play Destiny 1? I was like, no, you shouldn't. You're not going to like it. You are not going to like this game at all. If
It's the
you've
better
never played
game.
it's the better game, but
It's
because
not as polished of a game though.
well, and the
It's
fact that it,
clunkier, and
and the,
that's what gives it charm.
yeah, well, and the fact that there's no more quality of life updates, no, there's no there. It's just a live server. They haven't updated this game in 7 years.
Yeah, it's been on autopilot
Yeah,
since
so
2017.
so that's another reason why if you're expecting going, it can't be that much of a drop off from Destiny 2. It's a huge drop. It's a big difference. It's a
Oh,
very
the 30 frames per second and the no mantling is what gets me.
Yeah, that's what I was getting ready to talk about when once we got going was like some of the quality of life things that you get so used to in uh Destiny 2, and then you go back and play Destiny 1, you're like, "Oh my God, I have to go to orbit every time?"
The missions are so much better in this game though, especially once you get into Taken King.
Oh yeah, I agree. And we can talk about that too. I 100% agree that not all the missions are better, but um it definitely has
No,
More.
but like the best campaigns in D2 that everybody likes to talk about, like, you know, Forsaken's not even in it anymore, but that was the best one. And it's like Witch Queen, even Witch Queen, it's such a slog. All the missions are an hour long or more,
Yeah.
and they're not particularly enjoyable in my opinion.
I just got the happy horn. I got the happy horn. You don't get
No,
those in D2. You don't get to play with
nope.
your horn. And that, do
Like
you know why the horns aren't in D2?
some stupid Bungie related reason, I'm sure.
Player feedback. Players were annoyed that they would be in a common area and all they hear is dunk, 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 dunk.
Give me a break.
And so that's why they took it out. That's why they didn't add it into D2 is player complaint. I was like, I
Of
liked
course.
it.
Yeah.
So so it sounds like you're trying to wash your dishes right now.
I'm just unloading my dishwasher, so I was about to say if you're like going through the tutorial and stuff, I'll just mute for a few minutes and then let me
Okay,
know when you're good.
okay, that's fine. Um, so the initial storyline, guys, I'll go over with you. I skipped the opening cutscenes because it's nothing you haven't already seen in D2. Like they literally replay that cutscene in D2 so many times. You can play this mission, this exact mission right here that I'm doing, this tutorial mission in D2. So you're not, there's nothing being, I'm not taking anything away, but I will try to keep uh, uh, qu- quieter as the missions progress. Now, this was way different for me in my first experience because Peter Dinklage was the ghost when I first played this, not Nolan North. So, best weapon in the game is the Kavastov. It not in D2, but or D1, but in D2, man, I'll tell you, this gun claps when you get. Whoo, I love this gun in D2. So, I think one of the more common quality of life changes from D1 to D2. Obviously, is the infinite ammo and primary is nice, but I think the biggest one is the actual gunplay itself. The gun in D2, gunplay in D2 is so much more responsive. I feel like I'm playing in slow motion when I play D1 now because I'm just so used to playing D2. Hit punch full. Um, but there's a lot less enemies in D1 too, as far as when you're encountering the ads in this game, there's less of them. So the gun being less responsive isn't that no, it won't be as noticeable if you're not used to it. That is. Um, Not being able to grab onto ledges is gonna. I'm gonna get killed a few times. I already know I'm gonna get killed a few times doing that because it's one of those things you just rely on in D2. I love the Kvastov when you first get it in this version where the sights are broken. That is so cool. Because you don't get the, I mean, you get the Kvastov in D2 as well, and it has the same sights, but I don't know. It's just such a cool. And they tried to replicate that in when Destiny 2 first came out, and with the Traveler's Chosen being your broken sidearm, which I still have in my vault D2. And I wish I could show you guys my PlayStation screen, my home screen, because D2's not there. I deleted it. I'm done. Like when I said I was done, I meant it. I've been kind of watching some of like Astacross playing, and now everybody's complaining. Like for so long, everybody complained the game wasn't hard enough and campaigns weren't long enough, and so they made the campaigns longer. Then people are like, well, now they're too long. And then people said the game was too easy. And then I guess this latest expansion is like insanely hard. And now the player base is saying the game is too hard in D2. I'm like, you just can't win, Bungie. Let's use some shotgun. Um,
The Fallen have a tighter hold on this place than I
but that
thought.
being said,
Just a little bit further.
the quality of life
There's
parts
something
of
back
it,
there.
there's three of them that they changed from D1 to D2 that I have that always makes me like, uh, the actual gun speed is one. Two is I can't go from where I'm at right now in the Cosmodrome to Mars to Venus. I have to go to orbit, and then from there I get to choose where I want to go. That's very annoying. And then the last one is what Spence was talking about when he was in just a second ago, and that's when you go to jump to a ledge. In D2, you can grab onto the ledge if you fall short. You can't do that in
This was
D1.
an
You'll
old
just fall.
cosmodrome. There's got to be
This is a
something
cool
of
scene right
value
here.
here.
Here it comes.
Incoming.
Boom. Now this is where the intro from D1 to D2 will change. It's different. This part's I think still pretty much the same when you see the this skiff, which by the way will land out here later. It's
Fallen
this.
ships. This close to the surface.
It
Fuel.
actually lands where it lands where we woke up. That's where you get the Kvostov exotic version of this gun. But in D2, um, this becomes open world. So you'll come out here, and this uh, tank will be up and running and be firing at you, and there'll be other players already out here playing around, and they'll help you. So that's one change that they did, but they didn't do that until oh god, I want to say Witch Queen. I want to say Witch Queen is when they made the change to the opening storyline to make it different. You guys can correct me if I'm wrong on that, but I do believe that's when that happened. Headshot, headshot. Come on, come on, headshot. Um, but yeah, this is actually like a almost like a public event going on. It's not. It's just because it's gonna constantly keep spawning this guy. He's gonna keep spawning here, and you have the option to kill him or move in here. Um, and then the ship that's in here that you take in this one isn't there in the D2 version. Other than that, everything else is the same. But you have to get to the tower before you can play with other people. That all this you have to do by yourself. You know what I might do? I might just keep this Kvostov and just keep upgrading it. Just start
A couple of
upgrading it.
signs of an old jump ship.
Uh,
Could
and
be
just
our
play through
cue.
the whole game with this as my main weapon. That'd be funny. That'd be funny. Oh, I unlocked. So you go in here. Now it doesn't do it automatically. You actually have to unlock the grenade. I have a grenade now. Boom! Oh yeah, this is the pulse grenade that blinds. Nice. Yeah, because you would get here and the ship's not here. You'd have to go through the
There's a ship.
a new
Clear
a
them out.
new NPC would meet you here. You'd help him out, and I like it. I'm not gonna lie. I actually like the new NPC. I wish they would have done more with him. That's when you were supposed to use your grenade. Was hold it till you got here, and then that way you could bring his captain's shield down. I'm fine. Oh, and you are so much tankier in D1 than you are D2. Like in D2, if I'm in the red, I'm looking for a place to hide to try to get my health back up. Not in D2, not in D1. I could be in the red, just like, yeah, I'll be all right.
All right. Let me see if I can get us
I
out of
still
here.
got health.
Well, it's because you
There,
had so many less tools at your disposal.
yeah, but you were so much tankier in D1 because all the different stats hadn't been changed yet. I'm at my
Jump to the
freaking ship.
surface.
I'm just letting it play the
We're lucky the
cutscene.
Fallen haven't completely picked it clean. Will it fly?
Did you start a new character, or
I can make
are
it
you
work.
just gonna play with the one you already have?
Nah, dude, I deleted my Warlock all those years ago, and then deleted my Titan last year. I
Yeah.
got two characters with still need all their subclasses remaxed out, so no.
Oh, okay. I had a Titan that I deleted, and I had started playing again, and then I just deleted it. He was only at like level 10, so I just deleted him again to start fresh.
Yeah.
My hunter is still at 400. My warlock is at or my warlock's at 400, and my hunter's at like 390 something, 397.
Yep.
There's another thing you can't do. Uh, you couldn't do in uh, that you can do in D2 that couldn't do in D1. You can max out your stats in D2 just by playing the game long enough. Like you could be the highest level gear in the game just by playing strikes and PvP and doing all the basic stuff. You can't do that in D1. You have to do the raids. The best gear in the game, the highest rated gear in the game is from there. Oh God, I forgot. You get a how'd you do screen after you beat. I totally forgot about this. Yeah, I got a ship. Uh, the summary area. That's funny.
Well, you had to do the raids for a long time to get the strongest gear, but then eventually they came out with like Trials of Osiris and
Yeah, but you can't do that now.
Nightfalls as well.
Yeah,
Eventually, you could.
yeah.
In year one, you had it. The raid gear was the only gear that would get you to max level.
Well, no, I still think if I remember correctly, to get to 400, which is the max level in D1, you have to have uh, uh, it doesn't matter which raid, you have to have raid gear on, be it vault.
Eventually, that changed to include endgame content like Challenge of the Elders and Trials of Osiris. But
Okay.
yes, for a large portion of the game's life cycle, it was raid gear only. So if you were max level, then you were everybody that was max level looked identical because they were all wearing the exact same gear.
Yeah, this was my biggest complaint when I was talking about while I was leaving Destiny 2 was that we're not back at the original tower. There's no reason.
The original tower is so much better.
Way better. And then they give it to you in the Traveler, so they can do it. It's not like they don't have the technology, they don't have the coding to give us the old tower back, and they could even have updated it a little bit because they put it inside the Traveler with some freaking moss on it. And
Well, and the best mission from Destiny 2 is not even in the game anymore, and it was the very first mission of the Red War campaign where you're
yeah,
defending the tower.
yeah, yeah, yeah. You get into Zavala's bubble.
Hmm.
So the voice actor that they changed Ikora in this new expansion is Savathun.
Oh, okay.
So the same chick that does Savathun does Ikora now. Which for a while there, I want to say Witch Queen on. I thought it was the same actor that did. So I thought the same voice actress did Savathun, Ikora, and Eris Morn because they all sounded the same to me. I was like, I,
Well,
I
and
think
Ikora had
she's
already been replaced before. She was already
right.
on her second voice actor.
Yeah, yeah,
So now all three of the Vanguards have been recast at some point.
yeah, yep. Because now Crow's the. Oh, I get beavered in the tower all the time. Every time you go to the tower, you get beavered. You get a beaver, and it sucks because I have to go into the tower. See, this is the parts of the of that I'm talking about. Like if you've never played Destiny 1 and you come to Destiny, you've never played Destiny 1, all you played is 2, and you come back here, you're gonna get a lot of error codes because the game isn't maintained anymore, and it's gonna drive you crazy. And you're just not gonna want to play. You're not gonna have a good experience.
Yeah, I've had a few error codes over the last couple of days when I've been booting this back up.
Yeah, well, there's a lot of people playing it right now too. A
I
lot of
had a
people have come back to
earlier. I was
D1.
just trying to get into a heroic strike, and it booted me out of three strikes back to
Yeah,
back to back.
yeah, yeah. Well, there's that initiative that's going on right now, Save Dead Games or Don't Kill Games or something like that.
Battlefront 2 had the same kind of resurgence.
Yeah, and there's this huge campaign going on of we paid for them, you're not allowed to take them away from us.
Which Bungie already has.
Yeah, no, they've been sued over it too. So,
Yeah, Bungie's gotten rid of like $150 worth of content that I paid for.
come on. I loaded into the tower and then it beavered me back out.
Yeah.
I gotta get into the tower to get the mission. And then so every time I have to load and then watch my ship. Um, and one other thing I do like about this version of Destiny versus Destiny 2 is the way you acquire your already owned exotics. I so a lot of people are I'm a minority in this one where in D2 you just go to a screen and click on it and it just throws it in your inventory. You pay like some glimmer for it or whatever, right? Whereas in this one, if you want to get one of your exotics that you already own, you just want a copy of it. It's not in your vault, so you have to go to one of those vending walls. There's a lot of shit you need to get in order to get another copy of that exotic.
Yeah,
Yeah,
exotic shards and
yeah. I just got
whatever else.
beavered again. Well, this is the game that I would love to see like Bungie doesn't even have to do it. That's what's so great about this. Bungie could outsource this to like Blue Point or um, any of those other companies that love remastering games, and
Aspire.
yeah, they could send this out to another company and put it in the Unreal Engine and give it a full rework with all the stuff from D2, the quality of life changes from D2, and put those into it and relaunch Destiny 1, and it would blow up. Bungie would
For a
make a
month.
ton. I don't know. I would do it the same way. So I would do I would follow uh, the same path that Blizzard did with WoW, and that is,
I think if they went through the trouble of re-releasing this game, it would blow up for a month, and then people would realize there's no new content, and then they'd drop off again.
but that, but that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. You do it like you did, like when Blizzard relaunched Classic WoW. So when they relaunched Classic WoW, it was the original WoW from its original settings, and it launched as it didn't have any of the expansions. So you bought the original game, and then but you didn't. I don't think you have to buy. If anybody who's watching plays WoW, they can tell me. But um, the next expansion when it would come up, it would just come into the game, and you didn't get everything all at once. You had to wait, and like it naturally did when it first launched. I think they would be wise to do it that way too. Have like a 2-year plan with the game where everything's so that way you can focus just solely on D1 storyline and bringing it from 2014 up to 2025 or 2026 and getting that right and then slowly trickling in the expansions, and that way you can really work on those as well. So those are fine tuned. I still, I'm still so curious on what the original D1 storyline was. The vanilla storyline,
Most of it has been repurposed in some form or fashion.
yeah, because what you get is like 4 different storylines that, God damn, I can't get into the tower. I can't get into the fucking tower. I've been in twice where I started to move and then it kicked me out. Um, so this is a
But
good podcast all of a sudden. Um,
in the beginning, in the original story, from what they've actually released, is that Osiris was a central figure, and we had to go. We were looking for him, and Crow was actually kind of he filled in the role that the Stranger did in the revamped storyline. He was our kind of pseudo ally who led us there,
right.
and then we'd find Osiris on a temple in Mercury, and then we'd deal with like the hive and all that stuff, and then Rasputin was involved, but Rasputin was an exo, and the Dreadnought was like the final area of the original campaign, and we had to infiltrate the Dreadnought to save Rasputin. And
Right.
then
Because that's what
Crota's End and King's Fall were all one gigantic raid that was going to be the end of the original game.
right. Because that's what I had heard was that the original vanilla storyline ended with the Taken King.
Hmm.
That was already in there. So, yeah, I've seen like art stills and stuff like that. And okay, now stuff's actually loading this time. So let's see. Postmaster says there's something there for me. Oh, the Taken Shiver emote. Okay. Um, so when you load into it, eventually get into the tower, you're going to get all the expansion storylines all at once. So you can pick them up if you want, but just follow. I'm just going to follow the vanilla as we start. So you're going to go. I'm a Titan, so I'm going to go talk to Zavala. He's gonna. We're going to be leveling up with him. He's going to give us a bunch of quests, and we're gonna go do those quests. Reach level 4, early days. Equip a piece of armor. Yeah, we can do that right now. Yay! Complete the Shadow Thief Strike. Okay, and
Let me know when you go to orbit, because it will not let me join you.
yeah, complete Vanguard's weekly bounty. Requisition a weapon from Banshee. Okay. Alright. Yeah, I have to go run around the tower real quick, and then I'll be because I'm still in that tutorial-esque mode. Oh, I just like went to jump up the stairs and I just floated up them. That was cool. Banshee, this poor motherfucker. Oh, don't you feel bad for this guy? He forgets who Kate is. In D2. That's how many times. That's how bad his memory is. All right, equipped a new weapon. Bye, Kabastov. I mean, can you equip or can no? You can't. I was like, can you infuse bites? No, you can't. And now we got to go get our ship requisite. Go get my ship. But uh, Destiny One always will have a place in my heart because some of my best friends for my life I met in Destiny One, and that's where that comes from. So now that I have that, I think, or maybe they're just up here with her. Yeah, they're right here. So I'm just gonna grab one of the ships out of here because I don't want to. Ooh, what does that one look like? I'm gonna take that one just for fun. Okay, equip a ship. There we go. Okay, now I should be able to go do my next. Oh no, there's still one more thing. I got to go talk to the speaker. I think. Who he had the cheesiest death in of any character in the game. You don't even see him actually die. His mask falls off.
Yeah, he just fell to the ground.
Yeah, he falls over. It's like,
Just kind of like another beloved character in a famous franchise who just
yeah.
plops to death
Oh,
for
okay.
no reason because script.
Yeah, because like the voice actor for him. Oh man, what a great actor.
Bill Nye, also known
Yeah,
as Davy Jones.
yeah. Or well, I like him. Shaun of the Dead. He's the stepdad in Shaun of the Dead that turns off the radio. He's as a zombie. They're like, there's nothing left of him, and he shuts off the radio. Return to the Cosmodrome. Okay, I'm gonna go to orbit now. Now that I can return
Because
to.
Shaun of the Dead is on the same cinematic tier as Pirates of the Caribbean.
It is.
Okay.
I'm kidding. I was just watching started watching the new How to Train a Dragon, um, uh, um,
We watched
the
it.
live animated. I
The live action.
Yeah, and
If you like the original,
so
it's
I,
the same movie.
so I'm not a I don't even see you in my what are you appearing offline
Probably.
because you're not on
Let me
I
see if I
don't
can
see
join
you.
you.
I'm in orbit.
Maybe it'll let me join you now that you're in orbit.
I'm in orbit. Um, yeah, we haven't finished watching it. We started watching it yesterday, and Simon Pegg's buddy.
Nope, still won't let me join you. All right,
Hold on.
I'll invite you. See if you can get to me, and then I'll just promote you.
Yeah, there you are. Now you showed up on my thing. And invite to Fireteam.
Because the game's got to be janky.
So Did you get my invite? Ugh.
I'm trying. I got
Uh,
it. I'm trying to join, but I don't think
yeah.
it's gonna let me.
Let me see. Can I just join you? Yeah, join Fireteam. Let me just see if I can just join
Well, I'm trying to join you right this second, so
you.
yeah, unable to join. So
All right, I'm trying to
try
join you.
joining me.
Yeah, I'm trying to join you. Ba-ba-da-da, ba-ba-da-da. But yeah, these are the things you're going to run into if you want to play this game because again, and unable. Join Fireteam. Joining Fireteam. This used to be like almost instantaneous when the game was had all the main servers and everything. This would be super easy to do. And there's another reason why I say that new players who have played Destiny 2 wouldn't like Destiny 1 is because we took a player through the entire Destiny 1 campaign. We carried him all the way through it just to show him it. And when we were done, so we're like, so what'd you think? You like it? He was like, eh. It's all
Yeah,
right.
pretty much.
And we were
Is
like,
it not
oh,
letting you through?
no, it's still like giving me an issue to join.
All right, I'm
Here.
gonna close that and try
Okay.
starting over.
Okay. Um,
No, I
uh,
was I was talking to somebody the other day, and it's like the nothing will beat the first 3 months that we spent on Destiny when it like with the first game when it first came out that first year it was out
sure.
because it was just this mystery and discovery. Every time you got on the game, you were trying to learn something and discover something new and find a new weapon and find a new method to solving a mission that you couldn't beat. And it was just
I remember running around.
that was when the game was its best, was when you didn't know everything about the world.
I remember running around the Cosmodrome for weeks. I felt like maybe 2 weeks trying to uncipher how to get the sleeper simulator, only to find out that Bungie had it time locked, that there was no hidden thing you needed to go find. But my whole clan, we were scouring Mars, we were scouring the Cosmodrome, anywhere Rasputin was, we were looking. We're like, there's got to be something. There wasn't. It was a time locked fucking exotic, and it was what it was. But like, but to your point, when we took our buddy through, and you get that first cinematic of the Taken King and the Dreadnought just obliterating the Awoken. I remember when I first saw, it, I was like, "Oh my god, how awesome is that?" And then we asked our buddy,
It's
so what,
still not letting me join you.
and then we asked our buddy, well, "What do you think of that cutscene?" He was like, "Oh, that was kind of cool." I was like, "Oh, it was kind of cool." It was just kind of cool. Like that was epic. The Awoken, if you know the lore, they're badass. And they just got owned
Yeah.
with one move, one chess move, and they were done. So again, it's one of those. It's if I really wish they would have just carried D2 from D1. It
Well, I
would have
might
been
not
a
be doing this with you. If you want,
yeah.
I'll just join
I'm
up.
I'm trying to join you again. Um. Uh. Uh. What was this? What was I saying? I wish they wouldn't have done the reset. The hard, like, oh, Destiny 2 is its own game. It's separate from Destiny 1 because of X, Y, and Z. I really wish they
They
hadn't
did
have
it
done
for
that.
engine purposes, but yeah, I agree.
Yeah, I wish it would have just been a continuation. It would have just been Destiny 2. The Red War would have been an expansion. Is it maybe because you're too high a level?
No,
I
well, it
don't.
shouldn't be.
Hold on, I want to see something. I want to try.
Go ahead and start your
Hold on, I'm gonna. Oh, it's gonna kick. It's gonna stop my